Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy. Who is it though? And we back talking sports. This is a request by my boy DBZ. Told me to do some '07 Tony Parker. I was just talking to somebody about Tony Parker too. That's crazy. Tony Parker averaged 24 points per game in the '07 finals. He outplayed LeBron. LeBron was young. I'm not giving, listen, but the pass that people give LeBron, you feel me, for '07, that's cool with me. But don't, my problem is saying that he didn't have no team at all. That same team, Boobie Gibson had 31 points against my Pistons that sent us home after LeBron had that magnificent, I think that's his best game, honestly, where he scored, well, I mean, 45-15. I'm talking about like just straight up, like that was, to me, that's right there with his 45, 15, and 5. But to say that he didn't have no teammate was just ridiculous because I watched that. You feel me? And I watched the teams he played against. But yeah, let's get into Tony Parker top 10 plays of the '07 finals. Tony Parker was a great slasher to the hole. He was a good mid range. He was a good point guard, bro. Somebody said, bro, on a basketball thing, bro, Tim Duncan is the only reason the Spurs have a championship. I said, okay, if that's the case, right? Why didn't Tim Duncan win '07 Finals MVP in his prime? Because Drew Gooden and Big Z held him to 17, 18 points, bro. Why didn't he win Finals MVP in 2014? Because he was way past his fucking prime. And it was the emergence of Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker and Manu all had better finals than him. I get tired of these retarded fake basketball fans who think they really know what they talking about. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. If Tony Parker didn't play on, if let's say, I think if Tony Parker, I don't think he would have won as many championships. But if Tony Parker, let's say he was on a different team, you feel what I'm saying? He probably would have been a multiple time All Star, and he probably would be on the top 75 players. You feel me? Or if he played, you know what I'm saying, a bigger role. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan was clearly the, you know what I'm saying, the star, really the superstar. He was the most non-superstar ever. I loved Tim Duncan. You feel me? I respected Tim Duncan 100% because he took a couple of championships away from my boy Kobe. But Tony Parker is definitely underrated. I tell you this, I take Tony Parker over James Harden any day, any day, bro. Not like all time great, but he was a phenomenal passer. But that boy Timmy, when you got Timmy on your team, listen, Timmy had an instant impact. He was one of the greatest prospects, a top 5 prospect of all time. Him, Bron, Kareem. I will put Victor Wembanyama up there. You feel me? Them are some of the greatest prospects ever. LeBron too. LeBron is, if not the best, second best prospect of all time, bro. I think Kareem is the greatest prospect of all time. You feel me? You see him fucking LeBron up. I keep telling y'all, LeBron defense early in his career was good. He was not a lockdown defender until he got to Miami. You feel me? His last his last year or two in Cleveland, that's when he really became a great defender, a great to lockdown defender. He was not, when he first came into the league, he was not, he wasn't no never, he wasn't, when he came into the league, he was never a bad defender, but he was a good defender. But this is my thing, I've watched LeBron since 2002. And I'm not even a LeBron fan, but you had to watch LeBron. You had to. He was one of the most, I won't even say one of the most. He had the most hype behind him ever, bro. Before social media, nigga. If he had social media, he would probably be 10 times what the hype that Victor Wembanyama had. He had people saying that he was going to be Michael Jordan, and he was already better than this person, before he got in the league. And don't get me wrong, LeBron lived up to expectations. I won't ever sit here and shit on LeBron and say that he's not a great basketball player. LeBron is phenomenal. My only gripe is his fans and how toxic and how they on one end praise him for when they win and do this, but on the other end they you know what I'm saying, don't give him, you know what I'm saying, the proper credit he gives for when they lose. But LeBron is phenomenal though. But I just want to put this on record that Tony Parker helped Tim Duncan win those 5 championships. Stop playing with Tony Parker, because I can't believe I heard that Tim Duncan was the only reason that the Spurs had a championship. Get out of here. And please don't tell me, I ain't never heard that somebody in a basketball chat said this when I was debating with them.
Tony Parker with a huge shot, and it's back to 5. Parker not known for his three-point shooting, able to nail it.
And then all these games was close too, except for like one of them. The rest of these games all was within. They lost by within 5 points or less, bro. This was not like a real sweep. It was like they was less experienced and they just couldn't stop Tony Parker.
Tony Parker. 12 points and the lead is back to 19.
You see it. Finals MVP. Hall of Famer. Could have probably been a top 75 if he had more accolades. But Tony Parker, man, very, very good player. Great player, really. Damn near great player, bro. Tony Parker was phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. Now, I'll be real with you. I think Manu was better. I do. Manu was better than Tony. But that's the thing why I love Manu. Manu chose to be a 6-man. Manu could have went somewhere else and been a top 3 shooting guard. You feel me? He was a top 5 shooting guard with the Spurs. You feel me? So Manu could have went somewhere else and been a star. But he chose to stay with the Spurs and he chose to win over personal accolades. And that's what I care about. Winning. Number one, I care about winning. Number 2, I care about skills. Skills. Then stats, competition, and all that. You feel me? Stats is not my number one thing, because stats can be misleading. A lot of stats. Winning can't be misleading. You can't mislead having 5 championships. You can't mislead being one of the most winningest trio in history. Right behind them is my boys Steph, Clay, and Dre. Shout out Tony Parker. This been Who Is Hendo. I'm out. Hey, DBZ, this one for you.